Hello and welcome to the Ohio Association for College Admission Counseling virtual articulation event. We're so glad you're here with us today to learn about some great schools. I'm Jennifer, your facilitator, and I'll start with a few housekeeping announcements before we start with our presentations. Please remember your camera and microphone are off. So you are muted, and with that video off, our participants, panelists can't see it or hear you. So you can ask questions though using the Q&A button. You can type your questions at any time to the presenters. You can direct it to a specific school by including the school's name, or you can leave a question for all of our representatives to answer about their programs. This has been one of many presentations and sessions for the OACAC Articulation virtual event. We hope you've enjoyed other sessions. Please remember that this session, as well as all of those other presentations, are being recorded, and they'll be available at that same website where you registered, strivescan.com/Ohio-articulation. You can see that right on the screen. All right, well, I'm really excited to welcome our very first school today presenting, and it will be Bowling Green State University.
Thanks so much for passing it over. We're gonna jump straight into it. So Bowling Green State University, we're gonna talk a little bit about highlights about our major.
Shonda, one quick note, you are currently, it hasn't gone up to full screen and we might be on presenter mode. So I wanted to give you a chance to adjust that for it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In 1 second, I'm gonna pop this off and then I'm gonna pop it back.
We all know Zoom life. Even though we've been doing this for a while, we know we all have a day or a moment.
Yes.
It's fine, we're on pause.
Round 2. Are you all seeing it at all?
Nope, not at the moment. You might just want to try screen sharing again, and I might be able to give you a direction on what to adjust. Sarah, are you able to unmute for a minute? Okay. Or
I am just getting the presentation. I'm going to go ahead and take on over.
Okay, great. Okay, great. I was just going to ask if we wanted to switch out, but if you're ready to go, or do you need a minute, or would you like me to ask the next school to present?
You can go on to the next school, and then
Okay.
that way it'll give me time to pull it up. I
Great.
don't want to hold it up.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I'm really glad for everyone's flexibility and professionalism. All right, but we are going to move on to Ursuline College, and we're going to get back to Bowling Green State. Thank you so much, Rosalind, for jumping in. We appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I totally understand. Hi, everyone. My name is Rosalind Porch, and I will be presenting from Ursuline College. To get started, let me go ahead and share my screen, and hopefully I won't have any technical difficulties. Give me 1 second. Let me just hop over here.
Right back on, and I can give you that confirmation so that we can feel confident on that.
Start. Let me go over here and share my screen. And share. Hopefully you guys can see this. Can you see it?
It's coming. Yes, we've got it. Looks
okay,
good.
Perfect.
We can see you, hear you. So you're all set to take it away.
Perfect. Hopefully it's full screen. Again,
Yes.
I'm here from Ursuline College. Thank you for joining us for this virtual experience. We are located in Pepper Pike, Ohio. For those who don't know where we're located, it is near Cleveland, Ohio. And it's a very small college, a private liberal arts institution. We are traditionally women's focused and a traditionally Catholic institution. However, we're very, very excited to be here and tell you about our new programs that we have and some of our academic programs that we already currently have established. So To jump right in, our academic programs are broken down into kind of three different categories. So we have our arts and sciences, our nursing, and then we have our core courses. What we want our students to know most is that although we don't have a large variety of branches of our programs are very, very small, and it allows our students to engage. So although you don't see a huge list of a whole bunch of academic programs, our programs are strategically picked so that way our students have an intimate classroom setting with their faculty and with their peers. So if your students are interested in any of our programs, our top programs being our nursing, our art therapy, our education +1 program, and then our humanities program. We also have a master's in historic preservation that our students have really been gravitating to after they've completed their degree, whether it be in education or another program that we really want our counselors and our communities to know about. So at Ursuline as well, like I mentioned before, students have a lot of support. The small class sizes mean they get that individualized attention. There's no tutoring no teaching assistants. There's also tutoring services available. They get their own personal librarian and career coach. So we really have a hands-on experience with our students who do come to our college. We have a diverse student body, and as of this year, we're at 50% diversity, with 40 of those students being first-generation students, and a lot of new initiatives and programs such as our Aspire program, our opportunities for Say Yes scholarship, our Say Amen scholarship, that have allowed a lot of students from different backgrounds to apply and come to our campus. So we want our students to have a holistic experience and to be engaged with people who may not look like them, think like them, and come from diverse backgrounds in the classroom and on campus. So to continue with our student support, we also have a career fit program, which is very unique to Ursuline. All of our students graduate not only with their baccalaureate degree or their master's degree or whichever program that they're coming in for, but they also get their Microsoft Office Suite certification and then 5 professionally recognized certifications on top of their degree. So as you can see in the image, they go through the 6 type pathway think while they're going through their 4 years of college, and then at the end they'll get their communication, work in teams, problem solving, adaptability, and thinking on their feet. These can all be marketed on their resume or in their job interview once they have graduated, and even while they're in college, while they're doing internships or volunteer work, just to kind of have those extra soft skills as well as their degree once they graduate. To continue, with our housing and student life, there's 3 halls on campus. There is no requirement for staying on campus the first year. Students can commute if they would like. So we do want our students to know that. There are more than 20+ organizations on campus. There's different internship opportunities and community service opportunities, both that staff and faculty participate with our students, and then those that students do on their own. We also have 12 NCAA Division II sports, which are all listed below. Some of the sports our coaches will go out, well, all the sports our coaches will go out and recruit. However, there are sports where students can walk on. I know tennis is one of those sports, bowling. So if you did want to play at the college level, there is an opportunity to do so at our institution. So continue on with the admissions process just to keep things going. So we do have a holistic application review. We have 2 different ways you can apply, either on our website or on the Common App. We do look for that official ACT score and SAT score if you choose not to be test optional, but we are a test optional institution. We look for that official transcript, that essay, and then we also look for those recommendations. So we encourage students who come and visit our campus to make sure that they request those early on. For our community members and for our counselors, that may be something that you already know about and know that your students are going to request, but just kind of keep that in the back of your mind that we do look at those to get a better picture of the student's character and a view of them outside of what they put down on their application. So our scholarship process is as follows. Our tuition is listed at $35,310. And then you can see that every student on here gets a merit-based scholarship up to $22,500. Our fees are inclusive of their books. So as of this year, from here on out, students do not have to pay for their books. And the next steps would be just to apply, submit their FAFSA, and to deposit. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to let me know. And I know that was really quick, but we really want our students to know that if they need us, we're here. And it's just as easy as 1, 2, 3, as you can see on the screen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Roslyn, for not just presenting on Ursuline, but for jumping in and being ready to go. We really appreciated and enjoyed that presentation. All right, our next school that we're going to hear about today is the University of Akron.
Hi, everyone. Give me 1 second to get the share screen up. All right. Is everybody able to see the presentation?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
All good.
So, hi, everyone. My name is Leah Fishman. I am coming to you from the University of Akron. I'm actually not from the admissions office, so I'm going to present about the Office of Academic and Retention Support. We are the university's retention task force here on campus. We work closely with admissions to bring students into one of our student support programs. But I'm going to talk to you about those programs and how we work with admissions when your students decide if they want to come to UA, how they can get in contact with us and how we can support them. So ORS, how we are referred to on campus, we provide scholarship opportunities, but also more than that, we focus on peer mentoring, getting students involved on campus through socio-cultural activities, academic and life coaching through our retention coordinators. So every student, once they are accepted to UA and accepted into our programs, are assigned a retention coordinator. This retention coordinator will be with them from the moment they are accepted into the program to the time that they graduate from UA. We provide supplemental instruction through tutoring in our office, as well as opportunities for community service. Our one goal in this office is graduation and career success. We just want to see our scholars be successful and move through UA with as little bumps in the road as possible. So we currently have 3 full-fledged programs in our office. We are working on a 4th. So I'm going to focus on the 3 that we have running right now and talk about how your students can apply for these programs. So our first is Choose Ohio First. The Choose Ohio First program, this is for Ohio resident students in STEM fields, so science, technology, engineering, math, and medical. Most of our students you're going to see are in pre-med type majors, engineering, nursing. We have a whole list. We are a very comprehensive list of Choose Ohio First majors, but students who are accepted into the Choose Ohio First program can receive up to $5,500 a year to help pay for tuition and fees. So that's a really big opportunity for a lot of our scholars. Our second program is Collegiate Success. Our Collegiate Success scholars are selected based on if they are receiving the Akron Guarantee Scholarship and or the Underrepresented Student Scholarship. These scholars, they can have any major in the program or any major at the university. If they happen to be a STEM major, our goal then is to get them up to the academic requirements so that they can apply for Choose Ohio First and get that scholarship money. Also, we are looking to make sure that our students are academically successful and also have a plan for post-graduation, right? So how is the major that they're in right now helping them to be successful when they leave UA? Our third and newest program is the Akron Rises program. So for Akron Rises scholars, these are students who have been selected through the recruitment process and would benefit from wraparound services. So this can be shown through high school GPA. We see anywhere between a 1.8 and 2.8 high school GPA. ACT math scores or composite scores. Many of our composite scores are 20 or below. They have a non-direct admittance to UA, so we call these emerging students. And really, we're focusing on making sure that they have college readiness skills and are ready to be successful and move on to their main courses. They receive all the same supports as the Collegiate Success and Choose Ohio First scholars. The big thing is we are really focusing from day one that college readiness. Akron Rises, when we have the funding, we do provide scholarship opportunities. It's just that's on a year-by-year basis. We aren't entirely sure if that is something that we can provide each year. But our big push for Akron Rises, this program is really meant for students who maybe thought college wasn't an option for them before because maybe they did have some hiccups in high school, or maybe didn't do so well on the ACT or SAT. This is a program that can really help them and show them that college can be for them as well. We also host a summer bridge program. So as incoming freshmen, students can come. We have an 8-week program. So they will take 8 weeks of a math class. They will live on campus. We also enroll them in an elective course that can count towards their major. They receive tutoring support throughout the summer. They connect with the university early on. We get them connected to different resources on campus, connect them to the community. The great thing about Summer Bridge, it is at no cost to the student other than their textbooks and any food they purchase. We pay for their tuition and fees for the summer, and we pay for their housing if they choose to live on campus with us. Students must apply for this program, and they have to attend our information sessions in order to be considered for the Summer Bridge program. Some of our office supports, like I said, we have tutor mentors. Freshmen all get assigned a tutor mentor from the beginning. These tutor mentors provide supplemental instruction and also are kind of just guides for campus. Academic assistance, we do virtual and face-to-face tutoring. We do have a large focus on STEM classes, but we do partner with other campus opportunities to get tutoring. We get students connected to free events on campus. We use our office space, and students get that one-on-one support through retention coordinators. This is my information if you would like to schedule us to come and talk with your students more about our programs, as well as the University of Akron admissions office information.
Wonderful, Leah. Thank you so much for All right. Hello, if anyone can hear me, if Cuyahoga Community College could go, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay, I can hear you now. I couldn't before.
Oh, great. There seems to be a little glitch here, so thank you so much for diving in there.
Sure, not a problem. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm checking the time. My name is Robert Madeline. I'm the recruitment specialist at the West Shore campus of Tri-C, Cuyahoga Community College. So I'm located in Westlake, but I'm just going to speak generally this afternoon about some information college-wide. So we started our fall semester last week, Monday of last week. So we're getting ready to start our 14-week term, our fall term coming up on Monday of next week. With that said, we are open tomorrow. All of our campuses enrollment centers are open from 10 to 2. So if you have students, especially College Credit Plus students who need some last minute assistance, our services will be available: financial aid, academic counseling, College Credit Plus information, et cetera. So we would encourage everybody to come to campus if you have questions, and this is for all campus locations. A couple of pieces of information about the course modalities for the fall. With the changes along with the pandemic, we've been able to accommodate more in-person face-to-face classes. So we do have fully in-person classes, we do have fully online classes, and we have hybrid classes. So kind of like we always had pre-pandemic, going back to that same look. Not as many on-ground classes as we did have pre-pandemic, but we're at about 70 to 75%. With online courses, we do offer synchronous and asynchronous classes. So synchronous meaning the students will have to log in at a set day and time online, and then asynchronous is there is no set time. So a lot of flexibility with regards to how students are taking their classes. Many students said, hey, we really need to be back into the classroom. And we heard that. So following, proper, health and safety protocols, social distancing, masking is required in all of our campus buildings, regardless of vaccination status. This applies for everybody, faculty, staff, students. So I'm in my office right now, which is why I'm speaking without a mask. It would be probably pretty challenging to understand with one on. So a couple of notes, questions that I've heard from a few students and folks in the community, high school counselors as well. What about athletics? So our athletic programs, all athletic programs college-wide are still suspended at least until fall of next year. So none of the men's or women's sports teams are participating in any athletics this year. And hopefully at the earliest fall of next year is when they will resume. Same thing with our campus rec centers, our pools, our gyms, they're all closed until further notice. So a lot of folks in the community have said, hey, I want to come in and do laps in the pool, and it's still on hold, but that's to be determined. So maybe we'll resume them in the spring. We hope to have that offering because that's a popular amenity that our students and community members seek out. So a couple things that are really important with Tri-C to note. We offer the associate degree. We offer the applied associate degree, which goes towards the application of an actual job or career. So if you want hands-on training, if you want the 2-year experience, get state tested, state certified for a specific field, get in, get out, and go into the workforce with a 2-year degree, an applied degree. A lot of our students are looking for transfer to 4-year colleges. We have great partnerships with all of the colleges that are here participating today. Students will want to do the General Associate of Art or General Associate of Science 2-year degree as a transfer degree. They will work with our transfer center, our transfer services, to identify where they'd like to transfer to after Tri-C. And our transfer specialists will assist those students in helping them set up their plan, what their first 2 years will look like at Tri-C and what their second 2 years will look like at the college or university of their choice that they wish to transfer to. Pretty much that's it. We encourage all of our current high school seniors to apply now. The application is open, it's rolling admissions, there is no fee, there is no deadline to submit the application. We always encourage students, especially if you do have high school seniors, to apply and also to apply for scholarships. There's plenty of scholarship dollars out there. Oftentimes, students are like, oh, I don't have such and such a GPA, or I don't have such and such a score from my ACT or SAT or placement tests. And that's okay. We do offer quite a bit of scholarships that range in dollar amount, but looking at maybe a 2.5 GPA and no specific ACT or SAT, where we would administer the placement test at Tri-C instead. So if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. I am looking, I think I have 30 seconds left, but that's the main points. And again, reminder that all campuses are open tomorrow from 10 to 2 if your students have any last minute needs before the start of the 14-week semester for us, which is on Monday. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Robert, for presenting on Cuyahoga Community College today. We loved hearing that. All right, we're off to our next school, which will be Cleveland State University.
Great. Just let me know when you can see my screen here.
Yes, Nick, we can see your screen.
All good.
We can see and hear you too. So you can take it.
Great, thank you. Hi, everybody. Nick Grady here from Cleveland State University. I am the Assistant Director of Recruitment here in the Undergraduate Admissions Office. Excited to be here today to talk to you all about some updates for Cleveland State. So what I wanted to do was just take our main school counselor profile and deconstruct it into one slide here that will hopefully have most of the information that I think your questions would lie in. So I recommend, take a picture of it with your cell phones, or you can email me and I'll send it to you as well. But we'll be going around to all of the high schools and giving you this information as well. So some general updates for Cleveland State. Some of our stats have changed and they've changed for the better. So on the left side of my screen here, you can see just like the main points of Cleveland State. So for those of you who don't know where we're at, we're in downtown Cleveland. So right in the heart of the city of Cleveland. We are the largest footprint in the city, meaning we take up the most space in downtown with all of our academic buildings and our housing as well. So it's a very cool campus. We'd love to see you here for a visit and see your students as well. We have about 16,000 students total. That's undergrad, grad, doctoral, all that. We have an average class size of 27. That's gone up from 23 actually last year, so now it's 27. Our students come from 41 states. Last year that was 39, and then last year it was 83 countries, and now it's 109. So we've seen a large spike in international populations as well. We have residential living here at Cleveland State, so we have really nice residence halls, and then we have some near campus apartments too, where students can choose to stay. And we have just about 2,000 or so students living here in the Cleveland State area. We have over 175 academic programs. So I would say the most popular ones that we're known for would definitely be engineering, nursing, because we have the Cleveland Clinic and Metro Health System. So nursing is for us, along with the health sciences. And then definitely film is one that's on the rise. We are the first standalone film school in the state of Ohio. So our film school is located right in the middle of Playhouse Square. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Playhouse Square, it's the second largest theater district in the country, second to Broadway. So our film students, our theater students, dance, anybody in the arts, this is the place to be. Those are some stats. Our social media handles are there too. But we'd like you to meet us, meet our counselors. We're going to be contacting you and looking to set up high school visits and also virtual visits as well. But engagecsu.com/contact is where you'll find our staff directory. We have some newer staff this fall, so all of the information is up on our website, and you'll hear from us soon if you have not already. When it comes to campus visits, our in-person tours are available. We have been doing in-person tours for a while now. Our capacity is still a little small for those, so you want to make sure you're registered before you come to campus. But here's some information on our Safe Campus protocols and Safe Campus CSU. We also have some events that we're very much excited for after a year of not really being able to do events in the way we were used to. We were able to learn some virtual best practices that we're able to keep this year, but we're excited to go back to in-person visits as well. So we want you to save the date for a few visits here in the remainder of 2021. We have VIP application nights coming up on September 21st and 28th. And we also have another one on October 26th. Our fall visit day, which is our big open house. It's everyone on staff's favorite day of the year because the whole campus community just comes together. The leaves have changed. It's a little cooler outside and students and families are here to visit. So that's fall visit day. It's going to be on Saturday, October 16th, and registrations are live for that now. Then jump forward to 2022. School counselors, we're going to hopefully have an appreciation event, more details on that to follow. And then our spring open house is going to be Saturday, April 2nd. So spring open house is really great for students, especially for juniors. Fall visit day is more geared towards seniors. But let us know if you have any questions on any of that. We have a couple admission related deadlines. So our honors college, we have a great honors college here at Cleveland State. The deadline for their application is January 15th. And our freshman scholarship deadline would be March 1st. So you want to make sure you're applied, you have your FAFSA on file, all that good stuff by March 1st. Then I got 1 minute left, hop over to the right side, applying to Cleveland State University. These are all the fast facts that you would need to know for our ACT codes, our SAT codes. Our application's available on engagecsu.com/apply. We are also part of the Common Application. And just like everybody else, our application is live and ready to go. So our application fee is waived, so you don't have to worry about that. We require a transcript, and then we are test optional for ACT and SAT. Students are welcome to submit the test score, but not required to do so. And then we will take test scores if they have them on the official transcript. And then the next steps for admitted students are on the bottom right here. And we keep students up to date and posted on all of that when they apply to the university. But again, our contact information is at engagecsu.com/contact. Feel free to reach out and say hello. We look forward to talking with you all soon. Thank you very much, and go Vikings.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Nick, for sharing Cleveland State University with all of us. All right, we're going to move on to our next school. We'll be learning about Bowling Green State University. All right, well, we're getting a screen share. Okay, we have a screen share this time from Sarah. So that's great.
All right, so let's
I
give it
can
a
hear
go.
you. Yes.
Hi, everybody. I'm Shonda. I'm the Assistant Director for Multicultural Recruitment over at Bowling Green State University, and we're going to get into kind of our updates. So unique for Bowling Green State University is one of our aviation program. So at Bowling Green State University, we actually have an airport here on campus, the BGSU Flight Center, and that is where our aviation students are able to, one, fly a plane, but also know the mechanics of different types of planes and all the other mechanics of that. And so what I really like about the aviation program is it's a really cool way for students to either, one, become a pilot or become air traffic control or any other type of any other type of jobs that come with working inside of a flight center. Next, we have forensic science. So for our forensic science program, actually right here on campus, we have the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation. And so they provide all of type of investigation and services to not only Bowling Green, but also other cities throughout Ohio. Also, a unique thing that we have here at Bowling Green is the FLY program, or Falcon Learning Your Way. And this is specifically for students who are coming to Bowling Green State University who were on IEPs in high school. And so what we have done is made sure that any student that comes to Bowling Green, whatever the needs they have, we are able to meet them. And so this program comes with additional support both inside of the classroom and outside of the classroom. So tutors, advisors, and all the other things that students need to be able to transition into college. In addition, we have the Pathway program. And so the Pathway program is for students who are a little bit under the admissions criteria for BGSU. They will come in and they will be full BGSU students, but then their first year, they get reduced tuition rates. They also have smaller classes, they have an advisor, and it's really about providing students the tools and resources they need in their first year to be able to transition and persist through BGSU. And so again, that program is specifically for students who are a little bit up under the BGSU admission requirements. I always tell students, it doesn't matter, just apply to BG, because the Pathway program is a really cool way to be able to have access to college and learning. And then also life design. So life design, here at Bowling Green State University, we have basically given a student their person. And so from the time they get at Bowling Green to the time they walk across the stage, they will have their life design coach. And they are the person that's having conversations with them about what do they want to do after college? What do they want to do with their degree? What types of internships that they want? And really providing that full service to be able to meet the needs of a student so that they don't fall through the cracks as they're changing majors and all the things that come with going to college. Also new to BG on the major program side, our Cedar Fair and Resort Attraction Management program through a partnership with Cedar Point is absolutely a fan favorite. And so students are able to get different experience in tourist management, get experience with working at a amusement park and all of those things. We actually have a smaller campus over in Sandusky for our Cedar Fair students. And so they're able to really have Cedar Point be their classroom. Also, BGSU has a School of Nursing. So we're really excited to onboard our own School of Nursing. So if you have students who are interested in nursing, definitely send them to Bowling Green. We have a brand new building for our nursing students, and really a lot of different experiences, both working in Bowling Green at the Wood County Hospital, but also in Toledo at ProMedica. Also, we have software and digital engineering, and I'll actually loop in systems engineering in this. What we have found within the last year and a half is that people want to know how to do things, they want to know how to do them more efficient, and they want to know how to do them well. And so we've boarded these new majors to meet that need. And so definitely, if you have students who are interested in these types of programs, specifically in engineering, definitely send them our way. And And in addition, we have our Smithhorst College of Business and the new Maurer Center, which is a beautiful, beautiful facility here on campus. But again, always updating to our business program. And so also we want to talk a little bit about opportunities we have on campus. So one of them being the Center for Undergraduate Research. So at Bowling Green State University, we make sure that students can start doing research as early as possible. And we do that to make sure that they have experience doing other types of scholarship as they graduate. And so if you have students who are interested in doing any type of research or is seriously considering graduate school, we actually provide research scholarship funds for personalized research and the opportunities for students to become published. We also have a Center for Diversity and Belonging. They actually have their own division, which makes us stand out a little bit. So instead of it just being one office, we have a full division with 9 offices, all centered on students and making sure that students, no matter their identity, feel like they belong here at Bowling Green State University. And I will drop a link to that down in the chat. And then also the Honors College. So again, we have a really great Honors College here for students who are interested in honors.
All right, I'm going to take it and be super quick. I know we're almost out of time here. As a reminder, of course, BGSU is TEFS optional for fall of 2022. Students can apply via the Common App or our website, whatever makes the most sense for them. Of course, then getting admitted is their way to be considered for scholarships. We have automatic and renewable merit opportunities, as well as further opportunities once they are admitted. And of course, I just want to leave it with this. Counselors, we'd of course love for you to come visit campus. We have our in-person school counselor day this fall, as well as virtual opportunities that you'll see there. And of course, we have opportunities for your students. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarah and Shonda. We are so glad we were able to get that all worked out. Unfortunately, the representative from LaRoche University wasn't able to join us, so we hope that you'll head to their website to learn more about their programs and to ask questions and connect to see if it would be great opportunities for your students. All right, with our last couple minutes, I'd love to invite one representative from each school back on screen. I would love to hear from each of you, so you can turn your camera back on. We'll go in the same order that you presented. So we're going to start with Ursuline, but to share just one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process to help our guidance counselors and college counselors as they work with students and families this season. So Rosalind, take it away.
Absolutely. So I guess the one thing I would like to debunk about the college admissions process as a whole is the fact is, for me, we aren't in competition as colleges and universities. We want the student to go to the best institution that fits for them. And we want to engage with you and that student closely so that way we can help that student and that family be put in the best situation. At the end of the day, we all want productive citizens and we want the student to receive the best education for them. So that would be the one thing that I want the college admissions counselor to know is as admission counselors, I guess I speak on my own behalf, is we want the best for the student.
So I would say probably a myth to debunk is that you don't have to be a straight A student to go to college, and you don't have to necessarily know what you want to do or have a path when you want to go to college. You're 17, 18 years old, sometimes maybe a little older, coming into college as a first-year student, and it's okay to not know, and it's okay to not be totally sure of your abilities. And that's what there are several offices and resources on campus, on all campuses that are available to help students. And so I think that's the big one.
So I think a big myth that students and parents have is college is expensive, or it has to be expensive. Tri-C community colleges and regional campuses throughout the state offer great, high quality, affordable education at a low cost. Here at Tri-C, we are proud to boast the lowest tuition rate per credit hour in the state of Ohio. So you do not have to spend an arm and a leg to get a good education.
Great. And I would say one myth is that, there's a lot of them. I would say that there's only one school that's that's right for students. I think there's a lot of schools that can work for students. So I think having an open mind and not feeling like when you visit the campus, you have to have that immediate reaction and that immediate feel. I think you just need to take the sum of all your visits and go with the one you feel the best about. And if it's the one you didn't think you were going to want to go to and that's where you want, don't freak yourself out and just go. So that's what I would encourage you to tell your students when you're talking to them. And a lot of counselors already know that, but that's speaking from my own personal experience.
I think I would add that applying to an institution doesn't mean that that's where you're going to go. And so being comfortable with applying to as many places as you feel comfortable and applying early so that you can really make a solid decision with the process.
I'm so glad we had time for this because this is great tips and advice. And the last thing I would add is just, reminding your students that these college admission counselors are the resource, the guide, the support. I think sometimes students can feel like, oh my gosh, this person holds all the power and the decision maker and I can't ask questions. I don't want to look like I have tons of questions, but we all know that if you're in college admissions, you love answering questions, you love showcasing what schools have to offer so that students can get as big of a picture as possible of the opportunities for them. So please encourage your students to reach out often and early, and there's really no question too small. I think I can speak for everybody on that one. All right, well, we have reached the end of our time together today. Thank you so much for being here, taking time out of your day, whether live or virtual, to learn more about these awesome schools and all the opportunities that they have to offer. When you close your window, there'll be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We really appreciate you taking the time to complete that, and we appreciate that feedback you can provide. We'd like to encourage you to check out this session's recording as well as all other session recordings so you can learn about great schools to showcase for your students. So you can check those all out at the same website where you registered. So they'll be posted there at striscan.com/Ohio-articulation. So thank you also to our representatives for representing your schools today and sharing so much great info. We hope all the best for everyone during this school year. Thank you and have a wonderful day.